It's the final week before our very first ever live event, and everything is coming together extremely fast. We've been running 50,000 Rand worth of ads, following up with every single lead, refining our funnel, and all leading to this exact moment. So in this video, I want to show you guys what's going on behind the scenes, the ads that are working, the ads that aren't, the exact moment as we launch it, the excitement, the nerves, the stress, everything leading up to the moment where we go live. It's chaotic and exciting, but there's definitely some fear and doubt involved in this process. We've been building this product for a year and 4 months, and we are doing everything we can to make sure that this event pays off. And so this is the final week before our 1 million Rand live event. 150 people watching. Your dream is worth suffering for. Challenges, setbacks, failure. We strive to avoid these things, right? Yet it's inevitable. You start that business, you chase that goal, you launch that event, right? You do the outreach, yet no results, no proof that what you are doing is working. Right? There's no evidence that could prove your desire to be great is justified. You fail time and time again. You start doubting yourself. You start feeling like an imposter, right? To a large degree, like a hypocrite, right? Trying to convince yourself you are great, despite having no fruits, right? No evidence to show for it. This is a dilemma that all the greats tend to encounter. Every single one of them go through this exact thing. It's almost like a blueprint, right? Steve Jobs says you can't connect the dots, you can only connect them looking back, right? And so in looking back to all my struggles thus far, all the failures and the setbacks I had to endure to get to where I am right now, right? I see there is a pattern, like Steve said. Maybe the failure I had to endure is the price of the dream I prayed for. Maybe it's a prerequisite to success. James Dyson, on the topic of embracing failure, he said, I made 5,127 prototypes of my vacuum before I got it right. There was 5,126 failures, but I learned from each one. That's how I came up with a solution. Anyone can desire greatness, right? That's not what separates those from making it from those who die with their dreams. It's not the actual desire, it's action. Action is what separates us. So we are exactly 5 days out from our live event, right? And the work that doesn't stop, right? Like we can't just be waiting for that. Like we still be shooting the podcast, shooting the vlog, what I'm doing right now. We're still building out the product a little bit. It's weird because it's something that you've been working on a product for like a year and 4 months, and the actual build up of the event for the past four months, right? 3-4 months. And so it's all coming down to this very moment. But this entire thing was built upon the foundation of daily small improvements. And seeing it come to fruition right now, it almost feels like, it's all the work comes down to this, but there's nothing we can really do right now. You know what I mean? We can look at the numbers and we can learn and make notes and learn from, the stuff that's not really working. There's a couple of things that's not really looking like it's working as good as we were hoping it would. But, the main focus is just getting everything done and getting everything optimized as much as we possibly can, which is already done. And now just taking notes and looking at the numbers and trying to see where we can, what we can learn from the current situation and where we can improve for the next one. Because we can't really change anything else right now, right? So, that's where we are right now with the entire process, and feeling very confident about everything. But obviously, a lot of things hinges on the success of this event, right? We're building out the podcast studio and the amount of ads that we can run, all these things. It's essentially going to rely heavily on the funds that comes from this event. Because we are bootstrapping the business, meaning we don't have any investors, right? It's our own capital, just taken from the profit of the company. This will help a lot to really get the business in a healthy situation where we can test with ads and really focus on the production. Really hoping this event goes as how we are planning it should. And yeah.
One of the updates that we got right now for the event is just the thumbnail and the posting of everything.
So we're just getting everything correct. So this is basically the first version of the thumbnail. There's another one. It's a bit too much going on here, like the
Yeah.
dollar and the rand and the logos, and it's just too much.
I actually like that one, to be honest with
This
you.
one.
The previous one?
This
Like-
one, the red.
That's actually fine. Like,
I think the red is a bit like a doomsday, you know?
yeah.
Might be.
Or maybe like the white
this
is
is-
fine, but I mean like your face. Like I previously...
No, but
your...
we're gonna change out the face.
Actually, it looks fine to me.
Yeah,
to be
that's
honest
cool.
with you.
We might change out the background, and then we got obviously a 25,000 rand week because we're focused on South Africans. But yeah, we just shot some thumbnail photos, and now we're just looking to optimize. So YouTube's got this cool feature. Look at this, A/B testing. So we just did this. So it's the smallest tweaks, right? It said best online business to start. Okay, wait, you can't see. Best online business to start as a beginner from South Africa, 2026. Okay, that's like the title. But what we changed, you'll see here, is the two. The two is got a capital letter here, and the as a is also capital letters, and it literally got like an extra 10 points on the YouTube, like scoring
searchability,
system.
yeah.
We can also do, thumbnail split test as well. Like look at this, A/B testing. Run a new test. We can do 3 thumbnails, and then based on this, title and thumbnail. Look at that.
Wow.
So you can test the different ones and then see which one's got the best click-through rate. And then obviously, you can choose the one you want to.
So this is high leverage that we're doing right now. Well, this is what we're focusing on because we can't really do anything else. The event and everything is already sorted, right? So now it's just making sure the back-end systems and everything is optimized, and then our follow-ups or optimized as well. Like what follow-up are we doing today? Testimonial. So it's like it's 5 days before the event. So every day we're doing a bit of a follow-up. So today on the WhatsApp group, the school community, and the email, and probably the Instagram as well, we'll do like a post of like a testimonial of someone that has went through the program, and then essentially reinforcing them to make sure that their calendar is booked for the event. So I think the WhatsApp group is a big point that, or like I think that's a big improvement. When I was looking at the numbers, right? If you're looking at just purely email and SMS, especially on Africa, if you are doing follow-ups from there to hype up the event, you'll get a 10 to 20% increase in show-up rate. But if you use WhatsApp groups, especially in South Africa, you get an 85 to 90% increase in show-up rate. So we struggled a bit to get people on a WhatsApp group, but the people that are on there is obviously very they are I should say very not qualified, but like they want to be there, right? Like they are very interested. So I think those are the people that we need to make sure that they got everything they need, and we need to send out those on WhatsApp groups. Basically what I'm saying.
Elon Musk said, if you need inspiring words, don't even start. Okay, so, the question naturally becomes, how does one deal with failure and get to a point where you don't get phased, right? It's very easy to say, oh, don't get phased, just pursue through it. But how does one get there? Well, to endure all pain and doubt that comes with pursuing, greatness and or your dream, you have to become completely obsessed with it. You cannot think of anything else. Because he who demands certainty before pursuit ensures he shall never arrive. Right? That's like a Socratic inspired quote. I believe life challenges us this way. Anybody can say, I want to be successful, right? Let's do this. I want to be successful, a person says. Well, then the world will ask, really? Do you really want to be successful? Okay, well, let's see, right? Let me see if you're about that life. Let me give you challenges to conquer, failures to endure, and setbacks to prove your faith and devotion to your dream. It's like Walt Disney said, all the adversity I've had in my life, all my troubles and obstacles have strengthened me. You may not realize it when it happens, but a kick in the teeth may be the best thing in the world for you. I believe the universe despises a hypocrite. Someone who says they want to be great but is not willing to pay the price to get there. You can't escape suffering, but you can ensure what you are suffering for is worthwhile. In the midst of failure, I can still testify that the purpose I feel is far greater than any other thing I've done. Your dream is worth suffering for. So it's literally minutes before the event. I think it's like 30 more minutes. And it's actually very interesting to
try and dissect how we are feeling. I can't speak for Andrew, but I'm not really nervous or anything. I'm not really feeling anything. It's weird. It's like
No, because our previous one was, like we were live going through the slides.
Yeah.
That's definitely a change. And this one we pre-recorded. So people can watch it as it premieres live,
Yeah.
but it's already like we've done the work.
okay, I get it. Yeah, we've done the work. We can't really
The
change
previous one was like it was like a test one, but like there we actually had to perform like this is it to you know what I mean?
You think like before your £1,000,000, like, well, that's essentially the goal, right? To make $1 million in one day. I would love to make that a reality, but like I'm not really. I don't know. I don't feel anything. But yeah, I'm very excited though. To be honest, I think.
Yeah, I was just before we filmed, I'm just excited to see the data that we're gonna get. So previous one, was like just like scrappy, but this one is like, okay, there's 1,000 people watching. How many people are gonna buy? How many calls are we gonna book? How many closes are we gonna get from those calls? Way more data points, and then from that we can improve on the next one and next one.
Yeah.
So
I think that's why I'm not really stressing or thinking too much about it. It's because I know this is a stepping block to like I'm seeing ourselves 3 years down the line doing this stuff live at like Grand West or something, right? Like that's sort of how I'm looking at it. So to me, it's more like, and I'm already used to failure, right? And just especially like if you look at content or webinars or just selling a product, right? It's problems that you pursue through. You're gonna fail more than you're actually gonna succeed, right? So
essentially getting paid to get data, which is
to get result. Yeah. So and I think that's gonna be very helpful. We essentially based this entire event off the bit of data we had from the previous one, which you can't even call an event. So I think the next one is going to be massive. Yeah.
It's always the next one. we get to the mansion and we're like,
but the next bigger mansion, but the next one's going to be better. But this is also going to be fire. I can actually let me show you guys.
It's going to be fucking good. Like it's going to be very good.
It's going to be what are we saying? This is a very good. Like so, this is what we're currently doing. As you can see, Andrew's got the red light on the screen here because it's after sunset, but that's how it's looking right now. We got how many people in chat? 18.
18 people waiting. We've got 20 minutes, so still a while.
So, hopefully it's more than that. I'm joking. So
a little tactic I can kind of share is, you see my previous one, usually I like to post YouTube videos like once a week, right? Like every 7 days is a week, right? You can see 2, 3, like I've been consistent from the start. But yeah, you see this like 12 days ago. So it's like, building some anticipation, like I didn't post another YouTube video after this one. And this one got amazing views, so I let it run. And then, so basically giving people some more, waiting time essentially for this one. So, something small.
So it's minutes before the event, and you would think there would be some like emotions or stress or whatever, but I think what Andrew said previously, right, is I think it's calm before the storm. We know we put in the work. We know we put so much effort into the product, so we know it's going to be impactful, and so I just hope it reaches the right people and that it lands into the right people's hands, because I really think if people actually see what we do here and what we're building, it will change their lives, right? And so that's partly what marketing is, right? Is telling people about your product so that it can help them and change their lives and be impactful, right? That's what it is. That's what business is, right? Is a solution to a problem. And marketing is getting that problem that you are solving, or the solution to the problem that you are solving, right? Which is your product or your service, out to the world, and let people know how great it is, right, to a large degree. So I think we are very calm because we know we already put in the work. We are just waiting to see how many people are actually going to be watching it live. I'll be filming everything for you guys as well. Because this thing can flop, right, like 100%. We can put all this work in and we can get nothing from it. But even that, like, we're definitely going to get something from it, even if it is to learn to improve the next thing, right? We are obsessed with this craft, and that's the only thing that's going to allow us to succeed, is just to not give up, to be obsessed, to be completely focused and devoted to one thing. And that is helping agency owners in South Africa build their agencies, right, and help them scale that and essentially make money online.
Het is fucking 9 hier.
What the fuck? The meal will begin shortly. Wat gaan aan?
W. Wat gaan aan?
Begin. Sien hulle dit?
102 waiting. Wag. Oh, dis is sci-fi ding. Dis is sci-fi ding. Okay.
No ways.
Wow. Ek vergeet hoe lank hierdie is.
No, wat is stop hierdie ding? When does this thing stop?
It's like 2 minutes.
2 minutes? That's insane. It doesn't even say
Double animation.
W animation. Hey, yo, W in the chat. 150 people watching.
Okay.
Oh, bro, this is insane. Bro, ek's opgehyped, dude. What the fuck?
Wait.
Wag, hoe is die transition?
Look around you. The way we work is changing, and the way we look around you, the way we economy.
Let's go.
History, a 20-year-old in South Africa.
Let's go.
Can tap into the global economy.
Alright, so look how cool this is. So I'm trying to see and figure out, and then I spoke now, and we're trying to figure out how much like live viewers did we have on our first ever live event, and we didn't know like, you know, the exact specifics, and so I went to go and see, you know, what how did the post look and whatever, and how do we brand it, and this was exactly, what's it, October 24, October 27. Wait, let me just see there. So it's almost exactly a year later. And I remember vividly, we closed 2 people, right? And we had around, I think at the very end, around 25 people on.
Mid-20s.
20, yeah. So now, just to put that into perspective, right? We got 258 people watching live.
Basically 10x. Like the top was around 300. Obviously, it's going to be a bit of a drop off, and a lot more people are going to watch this after we're done.
Yeah.
You know? Like I've never watched a live event almost. I've only watched Alex Hormozi's book launch, $100 million money models, you know, live, because I usually watched afterwards, you know, and increase the speed.
Yeah.
So yeah, having people watch it live is amazing.
And we obviously, part of what we learned, right, is that we are not hosting this on a Zoom call that no one's ever going to see again. They're going to be able to watch us, and this is going to be our flywheel VSL for all the other rest of our videos, which is actually amazing. So, I mean, this is so much more optimized. It took us a year, but we have 10x'd essentially our viewer count on this. And I mean, this view is not just going to be limited to the live, which is what we compared it to, right? This is going to be viewed more than 30,000 times, if not much more, right? So we actually fucking million-x'd our output on this. I'm extremely happy with how the event went. You can't track everything, but you can track your inputs. And so by measuring the quality of your inputs compared to the quality of outputs will always win and get you a better result, because you cannot control the outputs. And so if you guys want to see the results of this event and what we've actually achieved, right, stay tuned for the next episode. But I'm going to spoil it a bit, okay? We actually, our video got taken down, okay? And so the video isn't live anymore, and so we're actually working through that. And if you guys want to see how we are dealing with sort of the stress and behind the scenes of this, and you know, because it is stressful, right? Fuck, like we've been working for 3-4 months on this thing. I'm smiling on the outside, but on the inside I am definitely, you know, a bit nervous. But I'm sure it'll work out as it must. You know why? Because it has been every single time. It always works out. This is just part of the game, right? The stressful times and sort of the bumps in the road. It's inevitable. It's to be expected. And yeah, therefore, I'm excited because I know by pursuing through this, you know, if it's difficult for me, I know it's difficult for my competition. And the more difficult that is for me, the less competition. So, yeah. Stay tuned for the next one. And so this is a note to myself in the midst of a big failure or setback. YouTube actually removed our video, and we're not sure if it's going to be able to be posted again. And so, you know, all the prep that we've done for the past 3-4 months can probably be, you know, done for, well, not necessarily done for nothing, but we're not giving or allowing ourselves a chance to book any calls or meetings because the event is not live, right? So it's a very big failure for us right now. It's still very early. It's only the first day after the event, but as of right now, it's definitely a failure. But we still have, you know,
we're gonna fix this one way or another. I know Andrew and I are going to make this a success. But yeah, as of right now, it's almost impossible to avoid the fact that this seems like a failure. No matter how I look at it and perceive, oh, there's no failure, I'll always learn out of whatever. Of course, we're learning a lot, right? But this is a failure. This is what it is. And I think it's important to experience it that way, because you win, you get all this, you see the revenue, you do that, you sign clients, you see the impact in that, and it's wonderful. But failure is what makes those things great, because it's the contrast. And I believe this is all part of God's plan, to have this happen. And yeah, I'm sure we'll figure it out. And in the next vlog, I'll be addressing what we're doing and how we are fixing it. And I'm sure by the end of next week, I'll be able to, thank this version of Quinton for sticking to it and trying to fix it. So yeah, so note to myself, the dream is worth suffering for.